one, fight!
What is going on, YouTube? Today we're gonna get into the Logan the Logan Paul versus KSI fight. It is going to take place in 24 days, August 25th. Be there or don't be there. I don't care. Not my fight, not my money. I don't care. You do what you do. But we're gonna get into it, and we're gonna talk about the face-to-face video that they had. We're going to talk about the trash talking, and I'm also going to be breaking down KSI's fighting style and a few fight plans that both guys can do to win this bout. I first want to start this video by talking about JJ's trash talking. JJ has been talking a lot of trash about Logan Paul, about his girlfriend, about his dad, and about his mom. And as a man, personally, there are a few things that when you're talking trash should be off bounds. But I understand trash talking correlates with ticket sales all the time. The more you talk shit, the better your sales will do, because he hypes up the fight more. But I do want to say something, and I'm gonna compare his trash talking to that of the likes of Adrian Broner and I want to say Ricardo Mayorga as well. Tommy Hearns when he fought Marvin Hagler. What other ones? George Greaves when he fought Carl Frosch. It's a lot of trash talking that he's been doing. And don't take my word for it. Take a look at this next clip from their press conference. And then I'm gonna show you a few of the clips of him talking trash on the face-off with Logan Paul. And then I'm going to show you Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner and Ricardo Mayorga could be the two best examples that I could show you. I'm a big boxing fan. I've been watching boxing since I was like 5 years old. So I seen a lot of trash talkers talking a lot, but they cannot back it up. One of the few people or boxers that can trash talk and back it up is Floyd Mayweather. And even him, when he fought Ortiz, I want to say it was a few years ago, 2009 maybe. I can't remember exactly the year when he fought Ortiz. Ortiz damn near had Mayweather on that fight, but we're not gonna talk about that because that doesn't matter. All right, Mayweather is, I think he's about the only fighter who can talk trash and back it up. His record indicates so. He's 50-0, 51-0, something like that. I don't even like Mayweather, but Mayweather is one of the few fighters that can back it up. But here is a few occasions where KSI has talked so much shit about Logan Paul, and Logan Paul just sat there and took it because you want to wait till August 25th fight night to do your talking, to let the fist do your talking. You don't talk too much with your mouth. So, but here are some of those instances where JJ is talking shit about Logan Paul.
I think right now it's just partly ego. I feel like obviously Logan thinks he's the top dog, and he's not. I'm just gonna literally run through you, bro.
How should I start this? I think I got something. Fuck the Pauls! I have a chance as well. Logan Paul, shoot. You Conor McGregor wannabe. You dumb piece of shit. I can't wait to punch you right in your stupid smug face. When you feel my power repeatedly punching you in the face,
You sound like a supervillain.
then you will realize,
When you feel the wrath of
then you will realize that you've made a mistake in trying to fight me. But yo, don't worry, bro.
Have your time.
Don't worry, bro. I promise. I won't film you after I beat you in that ring, bro. So you know what? I thought I'd return the favor and get you a few presents of mine.
What you got, champ? You bought him a present, y'all.
I know you're a huge fan.
I am too, brother. Oh.
Oh, you remember this? Toy Story Alien, right? Oh, you want? There's a few stuff for you there.
Welcome to London, motherfucker! Oh, shit! That Walmart shit won't work here, boy!
You got a new girlfriend now. Oh! Chloe Bennett. What's up, babes? Wait. So, why don't you introduce me to her? Huh? Apparently you only have 85% of your testicle. Let me give her the extra 15. How are you gonna try and audition for Baywatch, get the part, and still not end up in the final movie? My song ended up in the final movie. Where were you? Oh yeah, deleted scenes. Everyone has my back, and no one has yours, besides your ludicrous mum and your disgusting delusional dad.
That's a lot of trash talking that JJ has done pre-fight. And I seen this in boxing way too many times. Like I said, I've been watching boxing since I was 5 years old. I am 28 now. I am a big boxing aficionado. And when I say that's a lot of trash talking, that's a lot of trash talking. And another person who has done that much trash talking is Adrian Broner when he fought Maidana back in 2013. Adrian Broner was talking so much shit. He has some of the nastiest comments I've seen. Racist. The Maidana doesn't speak English. He's not from this country. He's from overseas, and he doesn't reside here. So Broner was talking a lot of shit. But don't take it from me. Take it from this clip that I'm gonna show you of Adrian Broner straight up talking shit and not being able to back it up. So one thing I wanna see from KSI from now until the fight is him humble himself a little bit. Just humble himself a little bit, because usually those who talk the most shit can't back it up. He cannot back it up. And his fight versus Joe Weller is that's no indication to me that he can back up his trash talking, because I'm going to break down his fight, and let me tell you, it isn't pretty.
They will be cheering for Broner.
I don't know if he faking like he don't understand English, but after I came up December 14th, he's gonna speak English.
We ain't worried about Madonna, punk ass. He gonna come to fight, it's cool. I'm gonna you up though. Yeah, and at the end of the fight, you will say, good fight, you a bad mother. You gonna speak some English. You might not say them exact words, but I guarantee you speak some English. And I'm done. That's what he gonna say. He ain't gonna say no mas. No, he gonna say, that I'm done. That my good. Ain't nobody gonna beat me, and that's how I'm living. The world gonna see an Adrian Broner they ain't never seen before. All the things y'all thought I couldn't do. I'm not playing. I'm him up.
Just to use it, and if he stays confident in doing that, he's gonna have to get active.
Oh, wow. 11 of his 22 KOs in the first 2 rounds. And there's the right hand lead by Maidana that sticks. Another right hand. Broner goes down for the first time in his career.
He's hurt bad,
and he's hurt. By Maidana. Another right hand by Maidana. Broner looking to hold on as he backs away.
Oh, the hook got him. The hook got him.
Broner for the second time in the fight.
He's been knocked down twice, felt a lot of power, yet he still tries to come forward.
And the new heavyweight champion of the world, Marcos El Chino Maidana.
All of that shit that Bronner spoke just to get beat like that. Went down twice in that fight, the first 2 times of his career, and ended up losing. He was schooled. Maidana took Adrian Bronner to school that day. So on that note, I would like to see JJ be more humble about this fight, because anything can happen. Just because you have one more fight than Logan doesn't mean that you are ready to turn pro or have this idea that you're a pro in your head, because honestly you are not. Therefore, I would like for you to talk less shit, be more humble, and focus on training. And one thing, you need to keep your guard up. JJ's guard, if you watch back the KSI versus Joe Dweller fight on YouTube, it's on KSI's page, you can see that yes, he is very aggressive, but his guard, he is non-existent. He keeps his hands down and he throws wild punches, but that isn't gonna help him, because all Logan Paul really needs is a good counterattack plan, and he can rock him. He can knock him on his ass. I mean, look at this clip from the Joe Dweller fight, and you are going to notice how when Joe Dweller hits JJ in the face, he stumbles and he never sets his feet. He has to set his feet. If he doesn't set his feet, he's in for a rude awakening on August 25th. All right, in this round between Joe Weller and JJ, you're going to notice how JJ never once sets his feet. He works the jab very well, but he doesn't have his guard up. He needs to guard himself, because look, he is being very aggressive on this first. I'm only gonna show you the first round so you can notice what I'm talking about. He throws a lot of punches, but what's happening right here is Joe Weller is not responding. Now, you see there when he responded how he was able to back up JJ. That's what Logan Paul needs to do. KSI does not have defense. He's a very good aggressor. I will give him that. He's a very good aggressor. But if he doesn't have defense, he is going to end up knocked out. Because the first 2 rounds of the fight, he was so aggressive. He was tiring himself out. You could see it on the actual fight. See how when Joe Weller throws his punches, he's able to back up JJ, because JJ is not setting his feet. He needs to set his feet, stand in the middle of the ring, and throw punches. In his case, he's better off just taking his opponent to the ropes, because he is an aggressor. If he takes his opponents to the ropes, he can finish them off and quite possibly get a knockout. Especially these people, they are YouTubers, they're not professional fighters. A professional fighter will be able to get out of that situation on the ropes, like Muhammad Ali did so many times with rope-a-dope. But KSI, he doesn't set his feet. When Joe Weller was able to catch him on the face, he would back him up because he wouldn't set his feet. Now, what should be the plan for Logan Paul? Study this fight. Take the fight to the middle of the ring. Get close to him. Get close to KSI, because KSI is an aggressive fighter. Get close to him. Don't let him back you up with the jab. Get close to him. Throw punches to the body. Take his body out, because he's going to get tired after round 1 and 2. So I'm going to assume this round is going to go six rounds. So if it goes 6 rounds, Logan Paul's best plan is a good counter attack, get down to the body, and get close to him and keep the fight in the middle of the ring. For KSI, his best option is to take Logan Paul to the ropes and be fierce, be vicious like he is versus Joe Weller, and throw a lot of punches to the body and to the face, and keep his guard up. If he's able to do those things, KSI has a chance at winning. But I will say I like Logan Paul in this fight better because KSI has no defense whatsoever.
This for me isn't the end goal. My end goal is
I would hope not. It's a goal.
You heard KSI talk about how his end goal is to go pro. That's a bit ambitious of him. Nothing wrong with that, I will say. Nothing wrong with that. But one thing he does need to do is get training, work on his defense, keep the guard up, protect yourself at all time. Number one rule of boxing: protect yourself at all times. Throw better combinations. You only have really two punches. You have the hook and the jab. You need to work on your uppercut. You need to work on your haymaker if you have one. The jab, you need to keep working it, and you need to bring your guard up and work on setting your feet better. Also, your chin. The chin is a little weak. When you fought Joe Weller, he was able to rock you very easily, and that comes from setting your feet and also your chin. You need to maintain a stronger chin, so you need to work on that. There isn't really a way to work on your chin. If you have a weak chin, it's what it is. But if you have good feet and you can keep your feet set, you will be able to do a whole lot better, especially against this fight, against Logan Paul in this fight, because Logan Paul has a very good left hook. I saw a few videos of him sparring, and he has a very good left hook. So you want to protect yourself from that left hook. All right, JJ, that's the main thing. Keep your guard up, because if he comes at you with a counterattack, with a good counterattack, it's going to be easy. All he has to do is protect himself, and once you stop throwing, he can just rock you with a 1-2. And that's the one thing that Joe Weller wasn't doing to you. Joe Weller never responded to your flurries. You threw a lot of punches. It was all landing on his guard. But the thing is, he never responded when he should have. And the one time that he did, he had you against the ropes, and the ref intervened because of an earlier low blow. So that's one thing you need to do if you want to go pro, is get a trainer, a good trainer. You have the money for it, or so I think. Get a good trainer, hit the speed bag, set your feet better, and you'll be good to go. And also keep your guard up. Protect yourself at all times. Number one rule of boxing.
Let me tell you from experience. I've seen professional fighters. One gets in with the other. One fighter doesn't respect the credentials of the other fighter because he thinks you don't belong here. This is what I'm hearing from you. This is what I'm hearing in between the lines. And in that fight, this was Carl Froch, George Groves, 80,000 people, they didn't find each other. You know, Carl Froch almost lost. He was the champion. He was the guy that everybody expected to win because he didn't respect his man. What I'm saying is, it sounds like you're not respecting him enough to take him serious enough.
So what world champion Johnny Nelson is talking about in this clip is Logan Paul not believing JJ can beat him because JJ doesn't have any sporting background and has only been boxing for about a year. Johnny believes that Logan Paul is not taking KSI serious because of his poor background, athleticism background, versus the experience that Logan Paul already has, which he did wrestling and MMA growing up in high school. Now, Johnny Nelson also mentioned George Groves versus Carl Froch. He said that Groves nearly had Froch, right? Well, Froch knocked him out twice. I mean, they fought 2 times. Both times resulted in knockouts. The latest fight took place in 2014. Carl Froch ended him, and in that same room, I don't know if it's that same room, but George Groves and Carl Froch sat there with Johnny Nelson, did a face-off, and George Groves was talking a whole bunch of shit that he couldn't back up. Another point that I'm bringing is the same thing I spoke about earlier to KSI. Be humble. Don't talk so much shit. Because once it comes fight night and you get knocked out, you have to look back at all the shit talking that you did, and that is about the only thing you have to be proud about. And you realize that you lost the fight before you even got in that ring. So just focus on your training. Also, Johnny, you know the first fight versus Groves and Froch was controversial because it was stoppage, and Carl Froch won, and George Groves was looking like he was going to win the fight, and he was winning on the judges' cards. But it was a lot of controversy with the referee, with the ring referee intervening when he didn't need to intervene. He even went and liked a Facebook post about Carl Froch was going to win this fight. That was bout number 1. Bout number 2, it was a whole different story. Carl Froch backed Groves up all the way through, and ended up winning via knockout. And there was no opposition this time on the second fight. So don't really say that he nearly had him, because I mean, it's not true. He had him on the judges' card, yes, but 7th, 8th, and 9th round, Carl Froch was putting on a show during the first fight, and in the second fight, it was a clear-cut knockout. So that's food for thought there, Johnny Nelson. Just food for thought. A lot of people watched that fight, myself included. Like I said, I'm a big boxing fan. I watch boxing every single time I get. If I have the channel, I'll watch it. I don't have the money to buy every pay-per-view. But see, just the two advices, the advices I have for each fighter is, for Logan Paul is, fight your fight in the middle of the ring, counterattack, make sure to always keep your guard up, because JJ is a very aggressive fighter. And for KSI, like I said, bring your guard up, take Logan Paul to the ropes, and hit him with the flurries. You have the flurries, you have the punches. Just work on your uppercut, up, uppercut, work on your hook, work on your jab, and then work on your haymaker. If you can do those things, you should be able to win the fight, because athletically wise, I think you're the fittest fighter coming into the fight on August 25th. But that is my time for today. That is my breakdown of how I think this fight should go, what I think each fighter should do, what I think each fighter shouldn't do, and just be humble. Be humble about the whole situation, because many people have been there where you guys are, and usually he who talks the most shit gets knocked down on his ass. So just be humble, fight your fight. But that is all I have for today. This video is longer than I wanted it to make it, but that is all I have. Until next time, I am out of here. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video of the breakdown of the fight. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.